Hello, ni hao, konnichiwa. So today I'm giving another update on my journey into trying to make money in music from specifically my own compositions. And I thought I'd talk today about YouTube and whether it's a good avenue to pursue. Because at the moment, I'm also studying, I'm doing a course in screen and media, kind of filmmaking. But I'm also building up my repertoire in music. I'm developing a set of 12 songs that I can perform with computer backing. So that gives me a way to perform and kind of gain fans and followers through performing my music, rather than just going online and trying to get onto playlists and stuff, which I am doing as well. I've been uploading my music onto Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that. And I'm also looking at using music for film as well, sound scores and stuff like that. So, but today I thought I'd talk about YouTube and see if it's feasible for me to really try and pursue as a platform. And I do have my doubts. So first I'll look at the pros. I've seen a lot of inspiring YouTubers out there in music. Some of them use it as education to teach people about music creation, or sharing how they created music in digital audio workstations such as Logic or Ableton, which is pretty cool. I've learned a lot from a lot of those. Some of them look at products, some of them look at guitars and the best models that are coming out. Some of them look at technique. So it's all kind of cool, and maybe I'll try something like that down the line. But I'll see. So, and I guess thinking about the pros, using YouTube as your main platform is that you're working your own hours. I mean, otherwise, I know people in the community who make a living from music through teaching, through face-to-face teaching, whether it's in high schools or tutoring privately, as well as performing live in cover bands and stuff like that. So YouTube, I guess, lets people have a certain amount of freedom. And once they build up a following, then they can sell merch or use it as a platform or a springboard to do online teaching and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. And I think you can be creative, you can control your own content. But I feel that being a YouTuber, you're not just doing music, you're also doing filmmaking, which I'm learning as well. So, it's not just about the music. You've got to learn how to be a content creator. You've got to learn how to do storytelling and make the videos entertaining. You've got to learn how to market and promote your videos as well. I think that's important. So looking at the cons and the difficulties of YouTube, I think the first one is that just to start doing it professionally, from what I last read, this could have changed, that you need at least 1,000 subscribers. So I'm far from that at the moment. And I noticed a lot of bands and stuff, if they're indie bands and they're not really using YouTube as a main platform, they don't really get that many subscribers, and their music videos don't get that many views, even if they're professional bands. So I think it's hard for bands and artists to go straight onto YouTube. You also need 4,000 watch time hours as well. Now, there's been another controversy in YouTube, which is some musicians who like to do covers that are in the public domain are getting attacked with copyright strikes. And if you get 3 copyright strikes, apparently you can lose your channel. So that's been a bit of a controversy. And I think while there might be some legitimate claims on these copyright strikes, there is one YouTuber I've heard is claiming that there is some unscrupulous actors who are just doing it to claim your profits. So you could make a lot of money from YouTube video if you're performing some classical work that's in the domain. But if they can make a claim on that, then they can get the money, they can get money or monetization that you worked so hard for. So, that's a bit of a controversy that I've seen going around. Anyway, I suppose also being a YouTuber, for many, it just means being a talking head, like what I'm doing now. I don't know if I'd want to do that for a living. So these are the things I've been considering. And I've decided that I may not do these sharing videos anymore, but rather share it on my website through my WordPress. I'll see, and I might use YouTube more for sharing how my compositions come into being. So I've got to work on that a bit more. There's a learning curve to using the streaming software, but I find that more creatively satisfying, how I come about creating my compositions using Logic, Apple's Logic Pro. So yeah, that might be one way. Another is streaming live, which I've done once or twice on this channel, and I might work on improving that and improving the kind of the space and the backdrop and the visuals as well as the music. So yeah, anyway, so in conclusion, I don't think I'll make YouTube my main platform for trying to make a living through music, but I definitely will continue to use it. I'm also using Facebook. I've just started using Instagram a little bit. I've been looking at getting onto playlists and sharing my compositions to playlists on Spotify and things like that. So there's a lot of different avenues you can take. And I'm just continually trying to build up my repertoire so perhaps I can perform live more and spread the word out that way. So yeah, it's an interesting kind of field, and there's a lot of different ways people can make a living. I like to explore some of the avenues in technology and social media. I also shared last time about my my other YouTube channel, which looks at crypto projects in music. So that's just got a very, very small following, but it's something I enjoy exploring and researching and then putting out some videos. Anyway, so this will be my last live talking video, regular one. I may do them now and then. I may use Instagram, I'm not sure. And I will use YouTube more for music, I think. Anyway, for those who've been listening and following, thanks for that. If you want to check out my music, please check out some of the music on Spotify. You can see the links in the description, and you can follow as well. So hope everyone has a great day. Thank you very much.